What's going on, guys? And welcome back to a brand new episode of When the Slipper Fits. Today is going to be a really exciting episode, so you might want to tune in so you don't miss out. But before we get started on today's video, make sure you hit the subscribe button and click on that notification bell and show me some love and support as I continue to grow this journey with you guys and share the love of Christ. Also, be sure to follow me on TikTok and Instagram for upcoming updates, new episodes, and more. And without further ado, let's get into the video. So a lot of us have been into the who's gonna find me, how do I find him, how will I know if it's him, and everything like that. I'm gonna tell you, you're overthinking it, and it shouldn't be so hard to think about. It should be easy and very simple. The first ideal is, before we get started, is God is the God of love stories, and God is the creator of all stories. Think about the Bible, for example. This isn't just the word of God, even though it is the sword of the Spirit. As it says in Ephesians 6, we put on the full armor of God. So the sword of the Spirit is also a love story, and God is the creator of love stories. So today's title is called Let Him Find You. We all know it's hard, ladies. We don't like to hear the words patient, but it's true. So what do we do on the time of waiting for the husband? I don't like to call it the waiting season. I like to call it the season of preparation, because you cannot get anything from God just sitting. You can't get a breakthrough, you can't get a prince, you can't get the job when you're sitting at home just twiddling your thumbs going, okay, God, I'm ready. But you can get it preparing for him. So let's open up our Bibles to Proverbs 18, verse 22. It clearly says in the book of Proverbs, he who finds a wife finds what is good and receives favor from the Lord. Now, what does that mean? Ladies, you guessed it. It's not our job to seek the husband. It is his job to seek Christ first and the kingdom of heaven, to groom, and then to find his beloved bride. Now, for many of you, you're like, well, can I go on a dating app and find him and blah, 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 blah. I mean, if the Lord is pursuing you to go on an app, I guess that's fine. But I think many of us put the Lord inside a box. And you're like, well, I don't mean to, but we're rushing the process because we want it now and not on the Lord's timing. Again, this is me just saying it out of love and compassion. If you want it the Lord's way, it's going to take time. The more time you have, the better you're going to prepare for him, and it's going to be worth that time because you've groomed into a beautiful Proverbs 31 woman. Notice how I didn't say just any old woman. You groomed yourself into a Proverbs 31 woman, because if you read the book of Proverbs 31, she cleans, she takes care of her home, she takes care of her husband, she prepares, she prays for the community, the world, her people, her husband, her children. Even though she didn't have children yet, she still prayed, because you're speaking life in the situations. If you want it, you need to speak out to the love of God and the creator of Christ, because again, he is the creator of all love stories. If you want it, you need to speak it. You need to speak favor to God. It's an intimacy and a relationship for a reason. It's not just, oh, I claim myself to be a godly woman and then go about your day and only like him on Sundays. A godly woman has an intimacy with Jesus 24/7. Whether she's working, she's home, she's cooking, she's cleaning, she's busy in the field, she still thanks God in the now. She still thanks God where she is. Think about the story of Ruth. Yes, she moved with Naomi, but did she find Boaz? No, Boaz found her. Now, for many of you, you're not supposed to move. God is telling you to stay put and be patient. We don't like to hear the words patience. We like to rush it and know that everyone else is getting married ahead of me and they're all having kids and I'm doing it right, Lord. Like I'm praying, I'm fasting, I'm believing, I'm declaring, I'm decreeing. You're doing it right. So why are you doubting? It's because we don't have it right now. Joseph waited 13 years, my friends, to become Pharaoh's number 2. He was in a pit for 13 years. But what happened to Joseph? He became Pharaoh's number 2. You're about to be from a pit to a palace, but you need to talk to God. That is the number 1 priority that we miss out on. We want it, but we don't go to the Creator. We go to our own understanding and think, if I do it by myself and by my way and my time, I'm going to get the right man. But then you get him and you're grumbling and complaining because it's not what you wanted. This isn't the man I wanted, Lord. This is not the man I prayed for. But you rushed it. You didn't go to God. You went to your own understanding and wanted a pretty boy rather than a praying man. He may be cute, ladies, but can he pray? Does he bow on his hands and knees and thanks God for you and fast and grooms himself and got you a house prepared for you, a table set for you, everything like that? Did he do that? Or did he just want a one-night stand and got what he wanted and left you alone and you're stuck? You see, we miss out because we're so focused on the rushing and not the intimacy and the preparation we're supposed to be doing as Proverbs 31 women.